Hey you, are you struggling to distract in Dandy's world? Or maybe you just have the wrong trinkets equipped? Well, this video is supposed to help you learn how to distract because I've seen so many people who say they want to distract and then they end up not doing a very good job, so this video is meant to help you guys learn. Alright, so first topic about this video is which toon do I use to distract? There are good toons for distracting, and there are bad toons for distracting. A good toon for distracting would be a toon that has high speed and low stealth. For example, Yada. She has 4 movement speed and 2 stealth, which makes her great for distracting. Other characters include Goob, Louie, and a few others. However, if you do not have a character with low stealth, anybody like Flutter or Cole will work also. However, you do not want a character with high stealth, like Bassie. Even though Bassie is very fast, she has 4-star stealth. Stealth is very important for distracting because if you have high stealth, the Twisteds might go off of you and chase other people instead. The next segment is about trinkets. What trinkets should I use while distracting? Well, if you have a 4-star speed toon, I suggest you use Dog Plush and Speedy Shoes. If you don't want to use Speedy Shoes, you could also use Pink Bow or Train Whistle, but Speedy Shoes is definitely my go-to. And trinkets that you shouldn't use are anything for extraction because, well, you're probably not going to be extracting in this run. You probably should not use Diary because it makes your stealth higher. You want to use Stamina and Move Speed trinkets. Dog Plush Speedy Shoes still are more important than Stamina, especially if you're good at managing it. However, if you're bad at managing your Stamina, you can use Dog Plush and Friendship Bracelet. That's probably the best bet. Anyways, now for the next segment. Actually, I forgot one thing. Scrapbook. If you're using a toon with 5-star speed and 3-star stealth, like Pebble, I suggest that you go with Scrapbook instead of Speedy Shoes because it actually lowers your stealth by 5%. 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but it is lower than 3 stars, and that will make it so they stay on you. However, this does not work with Bassie because 4 stars is a lot of stealth. Anyways, once you've selected your toon, and I'm going to go with Louie, all you have to do is go into a public run. You can make a team, you can go into matchmaking or whatever, but make sure you know your lingo, or Dandy's World, how the people in Dandy's World chat. There are some abbreviations that most people should know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you them right now. There's one, GTE. GTE means get to elevator, which is what the last person will say while they're doing the last machine. So, when somebody's doing the last machine and somebody says GTE, get ready to start sprinting because the Twisteds receive a speed boost during panic mode. Next, EAE means everybody's at the elevator. When somebody says everybody at elevator, that usually means that you can run to the elevator and bring the Twisteds there because there's no worry about people accidentally getting hit. So, yeah. Having a high speed is crucial when distracting Twisteds. The higher your speed, the more likely you are to be able to outwalk the Twisteds. Outwalking the Twisteds allow you to keep your stamina at a relatively low number. Keeping your stamina low is key to distracting because having your stamina drain means you can't distract forever. So make sure you keep your stamina up and only use it whenever going up against fast Twisteds like Pebble or when going against Shelly and Squirm. If you are distracting, you should prioritize stamina items. However, if you're using someone like Louie, it's always good to keep a band-aid on you because, well, Louie needs to get hit to get faster, so. And if you're about to die, you can always just heal right before you get hit, and you'll be fine. When distracting Twisteds of different speeds, for example Yata and Shrimpo, Yata being much faster and Shrimpo being slower, you want to try to stay close to them at all times, or go in loops. Going in loops allows them to stay close together and you're less likely to lose them around corners. If you have struggle finding good looping spots, look for relatively big sized carpets or go to Broken Elevator. Sometimes I like to just look at a carpet and follow the edges of it, and that works just fine. Twisted Scraps and Goob both have ranged attacks, which allow them to reach out and hit you from afar. Whenever distracting Twisted Scraps, you just loop them very wide, so that way they don't lose aggro, and then once they start to do their attack, just hide behind the cover, go around, juke them because you're going really wide, and then keep wrapping around it, and you should be fine.